Hi, this is Cheryl from the Cut at Home design team. Today I want to show you a Memorial Day card that's made with some of the wonderful stamps that are part of the Heartfelt Creations Everyday Heroes stamp and die set. These are perfect stamps and dies for almost any guide card that you need to do, but I love that they have the wonderful choices to honor our heroes. As you know, Memorial Day we honor our fallen heroes and their families, and so this is a perfect way by using a card from Heartfelt. Now this is the main stamp that I'm using. You can see it's one of their collage stamps. I've used it like this before and I really like it, but today I wanted to shake it up a little and do something different. So in order to do that, I had to do a little planning. Let me show you some of the other pieces that I've used from the Heartfelt set. I used this little ring set. It says, "We will always remember," and I hope that we always do. As well as there's another stamp in this set that says "Celebrating You." And then finally, on the third stamp set, this "You Inspire Me," I thought was perfect for what I'm doing. Of course, I needed the die set to help me to cut out, particularly the ring die, some of the little arrows, and some other little pieces like that. Love that Heartfelt has thought of everything. So let me show you what I'm working on today. I'm actually working on a step card to honor the heroes from Memorial Day. Now you're seeing my work in progress card. Oftentimes when I'm planning something a little bit off the grid, I have to do a sample. I have to play around a little bit. So here I'm adding things to the card, but I'm using a removable adhesive so I can reposition, change, add different things, and that sort of thing. So the finished look of the card will be very, very different. First and foremost, you'll see that all these areas that are stamped on white will be heat embossed in black to make them come forward more and show a lot more. The step card that I'm using is a Sizzix, framelit Step Up by Stephanie Bernard. You can see she's done the heart design. The hearts do pop up with the step card, which is just fine. They make perfect supports for my cards here. You can see at the bottom my boots kind of hide that first heart, and going up the hearts are still there, but again they provide good back support for the cards that I've created in between. So just to remind you, this is how the stamp set stamps out. So everything's together. Here you need to use a little patience in your fussy cutting, good pair of scissors and that sort of thing, and just cut out the individual pieces. You can decide to cut them as much or as little. You can see for "You Are My Hero," I tended to leave the words intact and together as they appear on the stamp set. I couldn't use them just this way because I thought it would look a little funny offset. But when I used the top words, I cut them individually. So rather than using "You Stood the Test of Time," I wanted to use "You Inspire Me," because those who have so bravely fought and lost their lives for us do inspire us with honor, integrity, and commitment. And so here I wanted the words separate. I wanted the "You Inspire Me" up top. So I think the only thing I need to adjust now for my final card again is to use my heat embossed sentiments, and let me show you how much better they are. This "You Inspire Me" as compared to this one, you can see it's so much darker and will really pop off the page, so it's going to give a much nicer appearance. Again, everything is heat embossed, so it'll all pop that way. So I think maybe the only change is to raise up my "You Are My Hero" just a little bit more, so that it gets a little more view. I'm also toying with the idea of using a piece of a star on top of the boots, but I'm not quite sure whether I'll do that. I have a second cutout star that I thought might look cute, but again, I don't want to obscure the boots either. So this is how I plan. I even started, first of all, with this light blue card. Again, just to see, what does the die look like? How does the card cut out? How can I use these pieces? What sizes will work? So don't be afraid to play. It's okay. I try not to do it with good stuff because that can get a little frustrating when you have to go back and heat emboss a piece because it got a little too messed up in pulling and repositioning too many times. But again, if you do the dummy versions, it all works very well. Now I wanted to point out to you my stars. This is a star garland that I purchased, and these came all strung together. And they're beautiful stars. I tried to use them as is on my card, but you know what? They were too big. And so I just used one of my dies and cut them down. I used a Lawn Fawn star die set. You'll see that noted on the blog post so that you can purchase it if you need to. So I just cut them down to a size where I could fit the 3 along here. I thought it was a little too small to go with my boots, but you know what? The outline that was left from when I cut this out of this was just perfect to put there. And so I left that one large as it was. So again, I have little to change here to go ahead and finish up. Again, don't be afraid when you see these large collage stamps. Take them apart. Use the pieces. You can find a lot more fun uses for this than just the standard stamping it as it is. And don't be afraid of your step-ups cards, even when they have hearts, and this isn't a situation where you want to use love you or hearts or anything like that. You can make it work. Just cover those hearts. Use them to your advantage because they do make great stands for my cards. They help to hold them into place. They would stay pretty well on the stair steps anyway, but that just helps a lot more. So I hope you'll join me over on the Cut at Home blog because I'd love to show you the finished version of the card. Be very similar to what you have here, only the words are going to pop a whole lot more. Again, I've heat embossed, so you'll see them a lot darker and a lot bolder, as well as the boots and the circle here and that sort of thing. So next time you want to make a card, think about using your collage stamps in a different way too. Thanks for watching. Bye.